There lived a humble man named Ghareeb in a small village where life revolved around the simple joys granted by Allah. Despite his modest means, Ghareeb's heart brimmed with gratitude, and his faith remained as unyielding as a sturdy tree amidst fierce winds. As Ramadan approached, Ghareeb eagerly anticipated the sacred month, cherishing the sense of community and spiritual rejuvenation it unfailingly brought. He resolved to observe the fast dutifully while sharing what little he had with others who were in need. On the first morning of Ramadan, Ghareeb performed the pre-dawn meal, suhoor, with a piece of bread and a few dates, thanking Allah for his sustenance. He joined the other villagers for far prayer at the local masjid, his heart lifting in supplication. Every day, as the sun soared high, Ghareeb carried out his daily tasks, gathering wood and tending to the sparse crops. Despite the challenges, Ghareeb's spirit never waned, for he found strength in the remembrance of Allah and the knowledge that fasting was a means to attain piety. As the time for iftar approached each evening, Ghareeb prepared his humble meal with care. He would set aside a portion of his meager food to share with an elderly neighbor who was unable to fend for herself. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the mosque's call to Maghrib prayer echoed through the village, and Ghareeb broke his fast by reciting the Bismillah before taking a sip of water. Later, gathered with fellow Muslims for the congregational Tarawih prayers, Ghareeb felt enveloped by a profound sense of peace and unity. Each night, he recited verses from the Quran, reflecting on their meanings and rededicating himself to living a life in accordance with its teachings. As Ramadan drew to a close, Ghareeb looked back on the month with contentment, his heart filled with the joy of worship and selfless giving. The blessed acts of kindness he performed were his treasures, and he knew that the month had strengthened his bond with Allah and his community. The moral of Ghareeb's story is that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in enduring faith, acts of kindness, and the unity fostered within a community.